So we'll cast an Air of Enlightenment here and see 2 lands on top of our deck. So count them with me. 2 plus the 6 on the battlefield is 8. 2 in our hand makes 10. And a Roadside Reliquary in the graveyard makes 11 lands. 25 cards left in our deck. So 11 lands and 15 cards is not a recipe for winning a game of Magic the Gathering. Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel. If you have yet to see the draft for what's going to be this gameplay version of today's video releases, go ahead and click the card in the upper right hand corner visible right now to take you over to the draft portion, or there is a link in the description, or you can find the draft video on your subscription feed if you are a subscriber. So last call here. We're going to go ahead and jump into the deck. If you have not seen the draft, you're not going to want to take a look at this because you want to see how we got here. So off to look at our deck for the day. We've got a pretty streamlined black-white deck splashing a Gloom Shrieker here. Off of Network Terminal, Terrarium, couple of dual lands here. Terrarium can't find the green, but we have plenty of sources for it. Imperial Oath, double Naomi, double Twisted Embrace. So we've got a decent amount of interaction, a couple of good powerful cards. Our only rare is Soul Transfer, so we might struggle against some of the bombs in the format, but we've certainly got some stuff going on with this deck, and let's run it back into the queue and see how it can perform. So we have 2 drop into Terminal, into a Guidebot or Soul Transfer if we need to, because we can then get both something back if we... But then this would have to die, so... It's a keepable hand at the absolute very least. You hate to see a Fang on 1. And then a Leech Gauntlet, okay. Probably going to trade this off for Leech Gauntlet. So they've got all their colors here. Just going to kill this for 1 mana and then gain some life. I think it's important... Well, it's not necessarily even important we get Terminal down because we've got 5 mana here. So let's just get this to prevent some more damage being done to us. Do they find the plains is the question mark. Nope, just got the 3 colors. Okay. Definitely fine trading for Leech Gauntlet here. And then all of the lands. I think we've drawn essentially nothing but lands. We might have drawn a Blade Blesser at some point, but... Alright, Guidebot put the counter on itself, I guess. I mean, we're not really doing anything else, so we'll just play that. No longer control an enchantment for Soul Transfer, so that's important to note. Hopefully no Kappa-Tech Wrecker here. Oh, do they have that mythic ninja creature or something? Which one do they got? Moonsnare Specialist, pretty much just as bad. Basically invalidated our last turn. Oh, and look what it is. Guess we'll play the Reliquary here. If we did this, we can't also do this, so we'll just play this again. Would love to have options this game. So far, we haven't had an option. We just play our card and then have it killed or bounced. There's the next kill spell. We got 7 lands, so Imperial Oath will be a good one. We're already at 9. A land would not be a good one. So we can crack this for a card at the very least, which we might have to do. Because we're going to go down to 5 here now. Maybe 4. Okay, now it's definitely 4. Yeah, let's just draw a card. Doesn't do anything here. Oh, and look, another land. So if we do this, we can at least get a creature back. Can we cast it? So we have 7 mana, so 1, 2, 3. So let's do this to start. Holy moly, are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lands in our top 15 cards. Okay, well at least we scried those 2 to the bottom, huh? So we'll do both. Exiling this one here, getting back the 2-drop that we can actually cast. We do have to chump though. And if they have removal, we just die. But when you draw 11 lands and 15 cards, you're not winning a game. So there's really nothing we could even do about that. So let's hope we don't do that in the next one. Okay, pretty bad hand here. 4, 5, 6 drop, but you know, if it's anything like last game, we'll draw nothing but lands and be able to cast all of our spells here. So perfect to keep. Here comes... Oh, what do they have for green? I don't even know. Alright, Air of Enlightenment is good. March of whatever otherworldly... No, it's Tamiyo's Safekeeping. Okay, so we have to remember that here at this point. They have Tamiyo's Safekeeping. As much as I want Soul Transfer, we need lands, and at least Touch the Spirit Realm can be cast right now. Soul Transfer is a good card, obviously, but I think we just need to keep a card we can cast and then find some lands. I don't really care about that one too much, so we're just going to pass it here. Okay. And now do they pay it or do they hold up Tamiyo's Safekeeping? Okay, so we're going to have to probably touch the Spirit Realm that here now, especially considering that we missed a land drop. So while they're tapped out, we're just going to get rid of that. Besage reaches skyward is a bad one to see on the other side of the battlefield. It's certainly a good card. We'll draw another card we can't cast here. So go from 11 lands to 3. They're going to pick that up. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Now it's protected as well. I mean, it opens up our hand a little bit, so we'll play it here. And then we can hold this back, because this technically holds this back as long as this isn't a 6 toughness creature. Oh gosh, come on. Why? So if they go to combat, we lose our mana. Sure. So we'll take 6 here. Can't use Twisted Embrace anymore. And now we're essentially dead again? I mean, what do we do? Play 7-Tail Mentor. Guidebot. We have to take probably 7 next turn. So I guess we'll do this. At least it opens up the possibility of killing that. Although we know they have safekeeping, so basically this is protected for as long as they want it to be. Yeah, so, alright. Going to be a quick 0-2 here, and let's see if we can rally back from 0-2. Well, Gravelighter's not bad. That gets around safekeeping. So, let's attack. Problem is, when this flips, they're going to have all the mana they need to hold up 1 green. Okay, Fang here. Oh my gosh, a second, but... Alright, well we're just going to lose to a green uncommon deck as normal. I mean, does it really matter what we do here? We can get rid of the safekeeping by killing the Fang with our Gravelighter. And then we can cast Tawashi Guidebot. So let's see if they want to use the safekeeping here. Okay, good. So we got it out of their hand at the very least, because now we can try to remove these, which are more important to die. I'll put it over here. Probably going to have to trade for this Fang. Never mind. Yep. So, this has been great. They have a 5-7 and a 9-9. Alright. Well, we have to kill one of these, so, put it here, and hopefully they don't have another save. Well, we know what cards they have in their hand, so we'll do that. We can at least 2-for-1 ourselves here to get rid of this. Actually, no, we can't. We have to chump because they're getting this thing, and then they're going to get another one, and then they're going to get another one, and... This is going great. Colossal Sky Turtle bouncing, have to chump. Okay. Well, at least now we have double chump blockers. Or triple chump blockers here. Which is what we're going to have to do. Not that it really matters. Okay. Alright, what can we find? A land. And then play this and die. So, alright, let's hopefully we can avoid the 0-3. Well, it's something, so we'll keep it. Hopefully no forest. Not yet. Alright, you probably don't have a lot of options over there. Just play something. There you go. So play the Naked Michiko's Reign of Truth. Exemplar. So do we do Terminal? Terminal gives us 5 mana next turn, which doesn't really help us, so we're just going to play Companion. If they attack with Exemplar, do we kill it? Think so? At least we try to. Okay, so it shrinks their portrait. They play a Tameshi and a Patrol, okay? So, Terminal gives us access to 2 mana after we play it, so we just have to play probably Guide Bot here. Okay, so they can get back this. Now with Tameshi. I think I'm willing to trade with Portrait as much as we are getting not a great mana. We're got a much bigger mana disadvantage here in this game. So this lets us cast Searchlight Companion. So we keep trading like 4-drop for 2-drop and 3-drop for 2-drop. So not going great so far. But we do have an Embrace to kill this thing, or even a Kunai if we wanted. And then they cast Behold the Unspeakable, and basically nothing else matters. Alright. Terrarium, Kunai. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, so we can do Embrace and Kunai here. But we're going to need to kill this thing when it flips. So we can do Kunai Terrarium. So let's do this. Let's equip it here. And then kill this. Get Terrarium, go find, I guess, a black. And then we could crack Terrarium to put it on Searchlight Companion and makes it a 2/2 to hold this back. Doesn't really hold that back. But it does hold back the Mothrider Patrol. So I'm just going to do that, because we do have the Network Terminal hanging around here. So this will be our artifact if this dies. Okay, so no blocks on this. And then we just get trashed by an Imperial Oath on turn 6. Okay. Because we need to save our Embrace for this thing, which means we can't get the 2/2 out of Naomi. We'll draw yet another land here. And then, I mean, what else are we doing? Taking like 8 next turn or something? Trading this off. Chumping, probably. Twisted Embrace that. And then dying again. Or do we just play Naomi here? Don't get the 2/2? Yeah, let's just do that. Don't get the 2/2 and then pass it back. Alright, so that'll die. Block here, because we need to. Okay, doesn't really save us here. And if they have a way to bounce or kill this in response to our Twisted Embrace, we're effectively dead. And even if they don't, we're basically dead. They could just tap this down, hit us for 6, and then there's double lethal. They have like 3 cards that are lethal next turn, so... Befriending the Moths. I think that makes us dead next turn. So we take 4, and then we're definitely dead next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Seven. Now they've got 3 creatures and a flyer, 2 flyers, 2 lethal threats here. Spirited Companion probably ain't gonna do it. I got into Exemplar, none of it matters. Alright, so at least I was very considerate of your time here. So go ahead over and check out the full spoiler of Streets of New Capenna, and let's put this draft and this format behind us in one of the more fitting ways possible with a nice little 0-3 to end it. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. It was pretty crappy. Don't think I necessarily played super wrong. I don't think the deck was an 0-3 worthy deck, but we just got, you know, second game we got mana screwed, first game we got mana flooded, and the third game we just lost. So here we are. But we are 100% done with Neon Dynasty. Next week we're going to have a bit of a format follow-up to check in on how the format went for us and everyone, and then get you ready for flashback drafts that come back onto Arena at some point in the future. But thanks so much for sticking around to the end of this video and to the end of this format. and we are looking forward to the next one here. So stick around to the very end of the format if you are, and very end of this video to the end screen if you're interested in checking out a couple of the trophy drafts we had on the channel. Believe we finished with 8 out of 36 trophies, so just about 4 every 4.5 drafts we get a trophy here on the channel, which is not so bad. Not so bad at the end of the day. Win percentage ended up a little bit lower than Crimson Vow, but we're hovering right around 56-57% winning, which is not too bad, not too bad. There's also you can go find the last draft in case you missed it on the end screen as well. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week for preview season and set review content for Streets of New Capenna. Thanks. See you then.